This video is presented to you by www.testprepadda.com. Testprepadda.com provides free audio-visual lectures of different subjects by expert faculties, free online tests prepared by expert faculties to students who are preparing for engineering or medical entrance exams or planning to take exams like KVPY, Olympiad, etc. It provides a platform where students can interact with mentors to improve their performance in the exams. The mission of this online medium is to help students to achieve their goals. Why do we say discharge tube experiment? Why do we require low pressure inside the tube? What will happen if the pressure is very low? Why do we require such a high voltage? Now, you can understand these questions only if you know the correct origin of cathode and anode rays. Correct origin of cathode and anode rays. As you know, we take gas inside the tube. Now, when high voltage is applied, the gaseous particles, some of the gas is ionized, and if the gas is ionized, for example, gas is A, this A will give A plus and E minus. So under the influence of high potential difference, some of the gas will get ionized. As a result, we get positive and negative particles. And since we have used electrodes, positive and negative electrodes, for example, if I consider this as cathode, it is a negative pole, and this as a positive pole, anode. These charged particles, under the influence of potential difference, they start moving. The positive particle will move towards negative pole, means cathode, while electron will move towards positive pole, and that is anode. Now, when these particles move on their way, they collide with the atoms of the gas. And if they collide with sufficient amount of energy or sufficient speed, this atom may give electron. One electron was already there. Now you can imagine the two electrons will move together, and they may collide with two more atoms, and they may produce two more electrons. Two were there, two are produced, now four electrons. There will be one stage when many electrons will move together in form of a ray, which we call as cathode ray. Similarly, when positive particle collides with the atom, it may give A plus an electron. Electron will move this side, and two A plus particles will move this side. And after some time, many positive ions will move together in form of a ray, which we call as anode ray. Now recall one formula. You must be aware of that. If a charged particle Q is placed in a potential difference V, then the work done by the potential difference, or better I say battery, on the charged particle will be Q into V. This Q into V is converted into kinetic energy of the charged particle, which I can write as half mv square. Now you must be aware of another formula of work done, and that is nothing but force into displacement. When charged particle moves, in our case, maximum distance it can travel if nothing is there inside the tube, that is d. So the maximum work done possible is q into v, and the maximum work done can be written as f into d. So this way we can find force applied by battery on charged particle, and that is nothing but q into v upon d. Q is the charge, V is the potential difference, and D is the length of the tube. But when gaseous particles are there, then the electron, for example, collides with this first atom. Then after this collision, it travels only this x distance and collides with the another atom. Now, when electron travels this x distance, the work done by the battery will be F into x. And this F I can substitute from here, and that will be QV upon D into x. This work done is converted into kinetic energy. Now, the more is the distance traveled between the consecutive collisions, more is the gain in kinetic energy. More is the gain in kinetic energy, more chances are there that when electron collides with the atom releases extra electron. Right? That means the electron needs to travel sufficient distance to gain sufficient kinetic energy. So, if we keep pressure inside the tube high, means more number of particles, more number of gaseous particles, more number of atoms. So, electron will not be able to travel sufficient distance, because atoms will be close to each other, and between two consecutive collisions electron will not be able to travel sufficient distance. The electron will not be able to gain sufficient kinetic energy, and this way when electron will collide with the atom will not release electron, and that is why the cathode and anode rays will not be produced. So it is very important to keep pressure low. Now, if we decrease pressure to a very low value, as you know, pressure inside the tube means number of gaseous particles, gaseous atoms. More pressure means more number of atoms. Less pressure means less number of atoms. Since now it is clear that the source of cathode and anode rays is gas. Gas is the source, and if you keep pressure extremely low, the number of atoms of the gas will be very less. So basically source will be missing. If source is missing, no rays will be produced. Now, fourth doubt. Why do we require high voltage? Why do we require high voltage? The answer is very easy, because you can see kinetic energy is directly proportional to potential difference. More potential difference, more will be the gain in kinetic energy. More gain in kinetic energy means when electron or positive ion collide with the atom, more chances that the atom will ionize. Atom will release positive and negative particles. And since atom releases positive and negative particles, these particles are discharged from the atom. These rays are discharged by the atom. We say this experiment as discharge tube experiment. Now in the next video, I will talk about the few other points of these experiments, and after that, on the basis of conclusions and observations, we will talk about theories proposed by different scientists. Log on to www.testprepadda.com to watch free video lectures on different topics, to download free revision notes, to take free chapter-wise online tests, progressive test, and mock test, to discuss doubts with mentors. Thank you for watching the video. To stay up to date with the latest videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on our Facebook page, Test Prep Adda. All the best.